I was born in Chicago, and where I grew up, everyone knew that Chicago was the center of the universe. It was a world-famous gangsters, jazz musicians, and the most impressive skyscrapers. I also grew up knowing that Timbuktu was at the end of the earth, if in fact it really existed. Since then, I have learned a great deal about the mysterious Timbuktu. Here's my friend Aminata Traoré, former Minister of Culture and Tourism of Mali. It is her idea to create a special music and cultural festival in Timbuktu. She would like to capture and revive the spirit of the legendary city. Bamako is the beginning of our adventure. Mali is considered one of the poorest countries, so as we travel, we won't see any spectacular five-star hotels or even beaches. But Mali has other riches, the river Niger, its culture and history, and we'll meet the people, the real source and soul of Africa. There's the river Niger, it's the lifeline of Mali. In the background is the only skyscraper. It's a bank. Ah, that must be our plane. Well, a few prayers before we take off. Here we are. What a motley group. Artists, journalists, musicians, film directors, even just curious tourists coming from far to Timbuktu. And that's me. There's the river again. We'll follow it all the way to Timbuktu. It took us 2 hours to reach Mopti, our first stop. Ah, the whole town is here to welcome us. Here we find a rich mosaic of cultures and ethnic groups.
Est-ce que c'est ton ancêtre?
C'est mon cousin, il n'est pas mon ancêtre.
Ah.
Mon ancêtre est Peul.
Ah.
Oui.
Et lui, il est quoi?
Lui, il est Dogon.
D'accord.
Here are the Dogon people with their strange masks. They are farmers and cliff dwellers, also famous for their mythology. Now come the Tuaregs. It is said they live by the sword. They are noble and poetic, camel riders from the desert. Ha! Here is Cissé, a Malian film director, learning the Tuareg dance. Ah, the Peul nomadic herders. They're freshly butchered animal heads. And those are the intestines wrapped around their bodies.
Tout ça, ça peut passer, voilà.
Là, on voit bien. Hein,
Attention, pardon.
oh non.
C'est raté.
C'est un vrai appareil?
Ouais, c'est mal
T'es toujours là, toi?
Laissez-moi me concentrer un peu.
Concentration.
Ah, à partir de maintenant,
Je ne dois plus respirer.
la chambre.
C'est son chef, il fallait changer l'eau.
Ça, c'est son laboratoire, là.
Ah oui, c'est son labo comme ça.
C'est efficace.
Qu'est-ce que tu vois? C'est bien?
Agnana.
Ça vient. Du côté.
Ah, there's the boat. It's going to take us to Timbuktu. At last, Aminata's here. Now we can leave. The boat ride takes 2 days and 2 nights, and it is the best way to go to Timbuktu. Someone once told me, don't be in a hurry. Let the river take you. Let it be your guide. Just follow the flow. Sit, wait, and watch. Then you will see the secrets of Africa.
On regardait votre livre hier soir.
Professor Camion tells us the legend of Timbuktu. About 1100, some nomads came to a place called Tim. There they met a woman named Buktu, who exchanged salt. They left their goods with her, and from then on, Timbuktu developed as a meeting point of culture and trade. Caravans came from far. In the 14th century, a great king of Africa, Kanka Musa, led thousands from Timbuktu to Mecca on camels laden with gold.
Donc tu as tacto, toi, hein?
Ray Lema, the musician, listens as Albakai Conte, the poet of Tombouctou, continues the legend. Up until the 16th century, Timbuktu flourished by trading in salt, fish, livestock, and cotton. Gold, amber, and pearls were also exchanged. He says he was born in Timbuktu, and today we will still discover the remnants of a glorious past.
Je vais à Tombouctou parce que Tombouctou devient un miroir, quoi. Tant que tu n'arrives pas à Tombouctou, tu ne te vois pas bien.
Mais tu penses que ça existe vraiment, Tombouctou?
Tombouctou existe. Tombouctou est une réalité. Actuellement, on est en train de mettre Tombouctou en relief pour que le monde puisse se mirer sur Tombouctou.
Masua ikonana no seba ebetio. Masua ikonana olingo penani. Masua ebungi na kati ya londene. Olingo pe abungi na kati ya londene. Ngai na libongo na lelio. Ole ho. Masua memelinga ibolingo nzambe ho. Nabenga nani lole muhimu sana. Kombo ya mbole lole muhimu sana. Mongongo ya mbole mato yeme sana.
Ça va casser ça, non? Non.
Oh, I guess they've come for the provisions. This is a typical river town. Fishermen from the Bozo tribe have lived here along these banks for centuries.
Et celle-là, c'est dirait 10 heures du matin. Sur le chemin, toujours Tombouctou. Et on s'en va.
Here we are on the boat, at the top of the boat, listening to stories, palabra or togona, usually under the baobab tree, chatting, looking at the sunset, telling stories. And we talk way into the night. And there's Suleiman telling about his film.
Kristen.
Ray Lima and the Ganawas getting together. We have arrived. Timbuktu. Wow, the welcoming committee. After 2 days of boat, here we are, Timbuktu, the end of the earth, at your fingertips. And here it is, the rendezvous for centuries, where the river joins the desert.
Dis-moi, prononce le nom pour moi.
Et toi, tu parlais un peu langue arabe?
Je parle arabe.
Tu vas où à l'école, toi?
Moi, je vais à l'école français.
Tu vas pas à l'école coranique? Et toi, donc tu es?
Un petit Touareg.
Tu es un petit Touareg. D'accord.
Ici, c'est la mosquée de Sainte-Corée. Avant, c'était une université.
We're in another mosque now, the most famous one built in the 14th century by Kanka Musa, made out of mud, brick, and straw. Every year, it is restored by the people of Tombouctou. The library, the richly illuminated manuscripts from the 11th century. Here was a cultural hub with 2 universities. Scholars came from all over to buy and sell manuscripts. They're more valuable than gold.
Tous les Maliens ont déjà Descente. Ici, c'est la ville de 333 saints.
Ah,
Voilà. Vraiment, tous les Maliens rêvent de venir ici.
Fantani Touré, she begins the big festival at Sankore Square. and the music continued long into the night. Next morning, I still hear music, and I find Ali Fakar Touré playing Timbuktu Blues with Ray Lema.
De 2800 pieds d'agriculture, de 1 km de descente de terre pour uniquement le jardinage.
Et tu l'irrigues avec le fleuve?
Avec le fleuve, pour qu'on puisse donner encore l'exemple
que c'est
que
possible.
d'autres puissent prendre aussi l'expérience à mes idées. C'est pas un désert, hein, non. C'est comme ça que quand les gens me parlent de que Tombouctou est le bout du monde, moi je dis non, que c'est le centre du monde.
These camelteers have walked over 500 kilometers for 3 weeks to deposit the big chunks of salt here before returning to the desert again. For them also, Timbuktu is the center of the universe.